Alrighty. And I was scheduled to do the drop-in meditation, I think 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. And I just wanted to apologize for not being here. I know Jackie put up a note for folks. I had a crazy flu, but I'm all better now. So, and I'm super happy to be here tonight. So we're going to do about 20 minutes of movement, about 20 minutes of relaxation, and about 20 minutes of meditation. So we'll get a nice full practice in the next hour. And all you will need is a place on the floor to move around a little bit for the stretching portion, a place to lie down, and a place to sit. So you can sit on a cushion, a bench, a chair, wherever you're comfortable, anywhere that you can keep your spine straight. Okay. So we're going to start off on our bellies in the crocodile pose. So if you want to move down to your floor and just lie down on your abdomen. And I'm going to move my chair and microphone, and I will join you there in just a moment. That's very good. Okay, so we're going to come down onto our abdomen in Makarasana, or the crocodile pose. And there are two different pranayama practices I'd like to work on tonight that are specifically designed to deepen meditation practice. So the first one we're going to work with is at the beginning of class, and that's going to be 2-to-1 breathing. Okay, but we'll get there in a moment. So on your abdomen, and in the crocodile pose, we have our forearms stacked and the forehead resting on the forearms. So if this is comfortable for you, go ahead and come into this position. Some people find it a little bit hard to breathe with their head down in this position, or might find it constricting. So if it's not comfortable to rest like this, you can slide your forearms away a little bit and come down onto your cheek. So important that we are relaxed. And then if it works down in your legs, you can rotate your thighs open so you rest on your inner knee, inner ankle. If this is constricting in your back, just stay with neutral legs. Okay. And when you set yourself up in your crocodile position, take a moment to allow your body to be still and for your eyes to close. And just start to get a sense of how you're feeling this evening. So just looking for any areas of tension in your body. So if you're somebody who practices in the morning and in the evening, you probably notice that it's a different experience coming into your centering in the evening. Oftentimes there's more fatigue in the body, maybe more places of gripping than when we're doing practice in the morning. On the other hand, we might be a little bit warmer, right? There's a stiffness sometimes in the early morning practice. So just observing what you're feeling through your shoulders, through your low back, the muscles in your face. Notice your jaw. And notice your abdomen. And now in this position, start to see if you can feel your abdomen press into the floor as you inhale, as the belly fills, and then soften and you feel your body fall as you exhale. So first we're going to establish a nice diaphragmatic breath, following the points between the nostrils and the navel. So as you inhale, feel the breath move into the nose, travel down the body, and begin to inflate the belly. So you feel the navel press down, you might feel your body rise a little bit. And then as you exhale, follow that same pathway from the navel up and out through the nose, and the body softens into the floor. So we're going to do this for several breaths. And when we first start observing the breath, there may be little pauses and jerks in the breath. There might be places where we're holding. All right, so we've just settled down from a busy day or whatever activities we've been doing. Takes a moment to shift, right? So don't feel pressured or worried to have the deepest, smoothest breath possible right away. But just keep relaxing your body. Keep following this pathway between the nostrils and the navel. And just observe what your body does. And understand that there is no rush. All right, there's also momentum, I think, that builds up over the day. And sometimes we're kind of sliding into our practice right at the end of the afternoon or early evening. So realizing now that there is no hurry, nothing to be done, but just being with your body and your breath. And that's all it's about for the next hour. Okay, so anything else that either is on your mind from today or that still needs to happen tonight can kind of move out and leave this hour for practice. So now start to notice if you can deepen the breath. So as you're inhaling and you think the lungs are full, you think you've taken a full inhalation, see if you could inhale just a little bit more. And then when you get to the bottom of your exhale and you think the lungs are empty, you think you're done, see if you can let out just a little more breath. And it might mean drawing the belly in. So we're looking at those ends of the breath, right? Where we switch between inhale and exhale and seeing if we can just lengthen them a little bit. Again, with no forcing and no striving. And the 2-to-1 breath is a breath where we try to make the exhale twice as long as the inhale. So the inhalation is the part of the breath that is stimulating, that kind of wakes us up, right? Activates us. And the exhalation is the part of the breath that slows us down and relaxes us. So a 2-to-1 breath where the exhale is twice as long is an introspective, relaxing breath. So what I'd first like you to do is see if you can breathe evenly. And we'll count, let's try 3 to 3. So the next time you inhale, see if you can count. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3. Good. Okay, and so now let's bring the breath out to 6 on the exhale. So when you're ready, exhale completely and inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe normally. So practicing that pranayama, you may have noticed 2 things. One is that you have to get as much breath in as you can on the 3, all right, so that you have enough breath in your lungs to last for that really long exhale. And the second is that the exhale takes a lot of control. All right, if we get to 4 and we're already empty, we haven't quite made it to 6. So we have to let that breath out very slowly. And likely by the time I get to 6, you might be squeezing your belly in and try to get that last little bit out. Mhm. So it's also a pranayama that teaches us a lot of breath control. All right. So I'm going to count for you 2 more times. And then I'm going to let you go for 3 breaths on your own and see if you can count in your own mind. Okay. If you run out of breath before 6, it's not a problem. Okay. Again, no forcing, no stress. We're just trying. Okay. So I'll count for 2 of them and then you count for 3 of them. When you're ready, relax your body completely. And then inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3, exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, go ahead, do 3 on your own. And when you've completed your 3rd breath, breathe naturally. Good. So this is something you can keep playing with. If 3 to 6 becomes really comfortable, you can start trying 4 to 8 and then 5 to 10. Okay. And keep expanding the practice on your own time. And if you're having trouble falling asleep at night, this could be a good breath to do. It's relaxing and it gives your mind something to do because you have to count. All right. So sometimes when we have trouble sleeping at night, it's because the mind is all over the place. So the 2 to 1 breath will relax the body, and the focus on counting can help to quiet the mind as well. Okay. Okay, so now let's come up onto our forearms, and we're going to do a little side bend from this position. So imagine that your pelvis is glued to the floor, and we're going to start to walk the head and shoulders to the left. So using your hands, walk as far as you can go without moving your hips. And then we're going to rest on the right cheek, and the right arm is going to frame the head. So ideally, you should feel a stretch now through the waist and right side of the rib cage and right shoulder joint. Good. And just feel your breath moving through the side of the body. If you want to count, you can count here as well. And we'll just stay here for about 5 breaths. And as you rest in this side bend, see if you can relax your shoulders down and let the floor underneath you support the weight of your body. And at the bottom of your next exhale, let's lift our head, lift our shoulders, and start to walk back to center. And now we'll bring ourselves over to the other side to stretch the left side of the body. So we're going to walk the head and shoulders again as far as we can without moving the pelvis. Rest on the left cheek and let the arm frame the head. Good. And now directing your breath into the left side of the rib cage, side of the waist and shoulder. Good. And if you'd like to keep working with counting, you can inhale to 3, exhale to 6 through your left side body. And if it's starting to feel easy, you might step it up a notch and try a 4 to 8 breath. Just see if that capacity is there. And so focusing on breathing and letting go. And keep your legs soft, your back soft, and breathe into your side body. And then when you're ready, we're going to walk ourselves back to neutral and come into our Sphinx pose. So in the Sphinx pose, the elbows are underneath the shoulders and the forearms are parallel. And we're going to bring the chin very slowly down towards the chest. So start to drop your head, and it's almost as if you're trying to look at your navel. Good. So stay up nice and tall in your shoulders, trying not to sag down into shoulder joints. And as you bring your chin towards your chest, notice sensation in your upper back and the back of your neck. And from here, we're just going to do some little half circles. So let's roll the right ear towards the right shoulder, and then chin to chest, left ear to left shoulder, and chin to chest. Good, nice and easy, side to side. And the next time the chin is down by your chest, we'll stay there. And very slowly, let's bring the eyes forward and the neck back to neutral. From here, we're going to come back to our crocodile arms. So again, you can stack your forearms. And if you chose instead at the beginning of class to be on your cheek, choose the other cheek now. And we're going to bend at the knees, bring our feet up in the air, and let's just flex and point the toes. Yeah, so really spread your toes, point and flex the feet. And then draw circles with the big toes, so working into your ankle joints. And moving in both directions. And now with the toes softly pointing at the ceiling, let's windshield wiper the low legs. So just rocking side to side. And then from here, we're going to get ready to transition into child's pose. You can do it with your legs closed or your knees separated, whichever version of child's pose you like better. So let's bring the legs down to the floor, and we're on the tops of our feet and on our kneecaps. Hands on either side of the rib cage, push up and sit bones back. If you're going to do an open leg child's pose, touch your big toes and open your knees. Good. You can come down to your chin, your forehead, your cheek. And just letting the weight of the body drop down over the legs, letting the sit bones fall towards the heels. And then from here, we're going to come up into our table position. And from our table position, we'll begin the cat and cow breath. So we're going to start by lifting the tailbone towards the ceiling, releasing the belly, releasing the chest, looking forward into cow. And then drop your sit bones towards the back of your knees, arching through the low back, mid back. Press the floor away and drop your head. Good, cat pose. And now just flowing from one to the other. So releasing the spine down towards the floor into cow. And then squeezing and lifting, arching towards the ceiling for cat. And we're going to do something that's called spinal flossing, which means as you're dropping down into cow, we'll bring our sit bones back towards the heels. And then as you arch up into your cat pose, rock out over your wrists. Drop into cow, pull back. Roll up into cat and roll forward. Just a nice little movement here. And very nice that we've been specifically sitting all day, all right? We get a lot of tension in the back. So just really enjoy moving your spine and hip joints. And then the next time you're up in your neutral table, we're going to roll the whole pelvis. So let's take the hands one step forward, drop the hips forward, and then rock out to the side and back, other side and forward. So just do a few big circles. And you can bend your elbows a little bit so you can get down into the hip joints. And we'll do about 3 in each direction. So when you've done 3, go ahead and switch. And then back to neutral. Let's walk the hands back towards the body so that we're kneeling up. And we're going to do something that's called the rabbit pose. And the rabbit pose is a good stretch for the feet. So we're just going to turn the toes under and kneel up. Okay. So if you get foot cramps easily and this is too much, just be on the tops of your feet. Otherwise, we're going to keep the toes tucked. We're going to take the arms over by the sides of the rib cage, palms forward. And let's press forward, make fists with the hands, and drop the fists. Okay. So this is a good tension reliever if you've been on a keyboard or using your hands all day. Relax. Hands back. Once again, push through the palms of your hands, come forward. This time, let's take our pointer fingers and draw some circles. And we're going one way, and then the other way. Okay. Take it nice and slow, getting out the little clicks and cracks out of wrist joints, and then we'll shake the hands. Good. Okay, let's sit down now. And from our seated position, we're going to have the knees bent and the soles of the feet on the floor. You can lean back into your hands. Good, so we'll keep the spine nice and tall, and we'll just fan our knees. So just dropping from side to side. Good. And then making this into a twist. So when the knees fall left, right arm comes across the body, look over your left shoulder. And back to neutral, knees fall to the right, left arm across your body, look over your right shoulder. And just keep moving from side to side, nice and easy. And just feel as you're moving into your twist that it's originating low in the body. Through the low back, mid back, and very lastly, the head. And take it to each side one more time. Good. And then next time you're back in your center position, we're going to bring our legs into butterfly. Okay, so in the butterfly position, the soles of the feet are together. And we can bring our heels in towards the groin. You hold your feet, hold your ankles. If you have a really stiff, achy back, you can lean back into your hands. And we can stay here. If you want a little bit more in the hip joints and inner thighs, we can bring ourselves forward. So either coming forward with a neutral back or coming forward and then rounding. Whether you're leaning back, leaning forward, or rounded over your feet, see if you can again find those two breathing points of the nostrils and the navel. Inhale into the nose, down to the belly, and exhale from the belly up and out through the nose. Two more long breaths. And then if your back is rounded, come to neutral. And let's tip back up. Take our legs back into a staff position, which means 90-degree angle, legs and body. And again, just wiggle your toes a little bit, roll your ankles. Okay, so we're going to come to our feet now, and we'll just do two things, and then we'll be ready to start our relaxation. Okay, so come on up onto your feet. And we're standing in mountain pose, which means that the feet are parallel, one with the other. Good. And we're going to bring our hands to our hips and just bend your knees. Good. It should feel good in the ankles, heels. And then we're going to bring our sit bones back and our arms behind the body. So it's rather like downhill skiing. And now as you inhale, straighten your legs, lift your arms overhead, and if balance is okay, come up onto your toes. And lower your heels, arms down, bend your knees, sit bones back, reach behind you. Okay, let's do this 2 times to close. Inhale up onto your toes. Exhale down into your downhill skiing position. Good, nice and slow, moving with the breath. The inhalation brings you up. And the exhalation brings you down. Come back up to standing, and we'll take a big breath. Inhale into the palms of your hands. Palms touch overhead. Exhale to the heart. Okay, from here, we're going to move into relaxation. So if you want to come down onto your floor in Shavasana, having a cushion for behind your head is good. If your lower back is kind of achy, a bolster under the knees is really good as well. You might also want to bring your lights down. And if your room is at all chilly, have a covering. And so take a moment to set yourself up. And as you find yourself in your relaxation position, allow your body to become still and your eyes to close. And so we're going to do 2 rounds of tense release to start our relaxation. Bring your awareness up to the crown of your head, and then start to wrinkle your forehead. Bring your eyebrows towards one another, very gently squeeze your eyes shut, purse your lips like you're sucking on a sour lemon, press your shoulders into the floor, squeeze biceps, forearms, make fists with your hands, draw your belly in a little bit, squeeze your buttocks, thighs, calves, press through your heels. So you're holding your whole body very tight, but still breathing, probably shallowly. Squeeze and let go. Good. And now we're going to rotate the shoulders in so the palms of the hands are on the floor. Again, your awareness is up at the crown of your head. Coming down into your forehead, start to furrow your brow. Bring your eyebrows towards one another. Squeeze your eyes shut gently. Purse your lips. Press your shoulders down. Squeeze the biceps, forearms. And now push into the floor with the palms of your hands. Gently squeeze your belly, buttocks, thighs, calves. And now point your toes away from your body. Hold your body tight, squeeze, push into the floor. And then relax. Slowly let go. Rotate your shoulders back open so you rest on the backs of your hands. And now take a deep inhalation through the nose and exhale out the mouth. And now once again, bring your awareness to the crown of your head. And this time, as you move down into your forehead, relax your forehead. Feel all the little muscles in the forehead smooth out. Relax the space around your eyes. Release your jaw. Soften around your ears and across the back of your head. Relax the sides of your neck, the back of your neck. Release your throat. And now soften into your shoulders, upper arms and elbows, lower arms and wrists. Soften your hands. Soften the tips of your fingers. Feeling now that the arms are heavy. Relax into your wrists, elbows, shoulders. Soften the sides of your rib cage. Move across your upper back, your mid back, and soften across the chest, the space around the heart. And now on your next exhale, feel that your exhale moves from the center of your chest, from your heart center, out to the palms of your hands. And as you inhale, the inhalation travels into your palms, travels up the arms to the heart center. Exhaling from the heart center, down the arms to the palms of the hands. And so continue breathing these 2 points, inhaling and exhaling. And feel your breath move into your hands, fill the space of the heart with bright light, with fresh energy and softness. And any tension that you carry in the heart travels down the arms and out through the hands. So just feeling this pathway of breath. Maybe in your mind's eye, you see it as light traveling between the palms and the heart. And you're filling your heart center with brilliant white light. And we'll continue our journey down the body. From the heart now, move down into the belly. Relax and soften your abdomen. Relax and soften the sides of your waist and your lower back. And soften the buttocks, hip joints, pelvic floor. Relax the thighs, knees, lower legs and ankles. Soften your feet, the arches of your feet, toes, and the tips of your toes. And feel now your whole body heavy, soft. So in the beginning of class, we did a pranayama practice called 2-to-1 breathing, with the idea that that is a very good practice for meditation. Another very good practice for meditation is the pranayama of Nadi Shodhanam. We're going to do it a little differently. You might be used to alternate nostril breathing, seated, using your hand to open and close the nostrils, and just focusing on the head. So this is the relaxation version. We're going to breathe the whole body, and we're not going to use our hands. We'll remain still. So the next time that you exhale, feel your exhalation travel from the crown of your head all the way down the left side of your body, out through your left foot. And then inhale through the bottom of your left foot, draw the breath all the way up to the crown of your head, and then exhale down the right side of your body, to the bottom of your foot. Inhale through the sole of your foot, draw the inhalation to the crown, and exhale down the left side of the body. So it's just like you're breathing the top two lines of a triangle. Inhale, left side. Exhale, right side. So I'd like you to pace your own breath. The pattern is exhale, inhale, switch sides. Exhale, inhale, switch sides. And so just keep going. And you might think of your body as a triangle. And the apex of that triangle is at the crown of your head. And the breath is moving from that point up and down either side of the body. Exhale, inhale, switch. You to relax and just allow the breath to flow through you. So if it's taking a fair amount of concentration to remember the pattern, just stay with that. If the flow of breath is easy and almost automatic, you could here introduce your counting again. So as we draw the breath up to the crown of the head, count, inhale, 2, 3. At the crown, exhale down one side of the body. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the foot. And so if you'd like to bring your alternate nostril breathing up a little bit to a 2-to-1 breath combination, counting 3 from the foot to the crown, 6 from the crown down to the foot. I would like you to still think of your body as a triangle with the top point of the triangle at your crown. But now we're going to be breathing both sides together. So the next time you exhale from the crown, let the exhale move down both sides of the body, out both feet. And then inhale into the arches of both feet. Travel that inhalation to the crown. And feel that both sides, the breath moving on both sides, is identical. They move at the same rate and they are of the same quality. And we're going to do 3 more. And if you'd like to count them, count them. And if you are counting them, you might be noticing this is a lot easier than it was at the beginning of practice. Because our nervous system is quieter. I'm going to invite you now to come to your seated position for meditation. So when you're ready, you can roll to your side and come up onto your cushion or your chair. And if you think about your body and the triangle, I'd like you to see that same image of the triangle, but now it's much smaller. The apex of the triangle is between your eyebrows, and the bottom of each side is the tip of your nostril. So next time you exhale, exhale from the point between the eyebrows out through both nostrils. And then inhale evenly into both nostrils. Bring your inhalation to the point between the eyebrows. You are a big triangle, now a little triangle. Good. Relax your body, soften your eyes, soften your forehead. And breathe evenly. So if you've been practicing the 3 to 6 breath, You might try here to step up to 4-8. If you haven't been counting or you don't like counting, that's fine. Just keep breathing. The Hatha yogis were masters of pranayama, masters of their breath. And these are the kind of practices that start to lead us to having a greater control over what's happening in our bodies. All right, so breath is the gateway. If you can control your breath, if you can gently guide it into this kind of 2-to-1 rhythm, you've taken an important step in mastering yourself. And now start to hear the sound of the mantra Soham. So if you're counting now, we'll move to mantra. As you inhale, hear So. As you exhale, hear hum. So. Hum. So the so travels from the nostrils to the eyebrow center. The hum travels from the eyebrow center out through the nostrils. We've been doing a lot of traveling between points. Next time you're between the eyebrow center, between the eyebrows at the eyebrow center, stay there. And just breathe the Soham mantra from Agya Chakra, the eyebrow center. Allowing your awareness to fix its point here. Relax your forehead, relax your eyes, and listen to the internal sound of the mantra at the eyebrow center. And now maybe your mind can move even deeper into the sound. So allow awareness of your breath to move into the background. Your body will keep breathing, I promise. And allow your full awareness to move into mantra. There's an uncoupling of the mantra and the breath. And when this happens, sometimes the mantra gets a little faster. Might be Soham, 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 Soham. You can continue with Soham if you have your own mantra that you normally work with. Allow that mantra to come forward now. And your whole awareness is absorbed in the sound. And if you remember, when we were doing the relaxation and we were breathing between the palms and the heart, and we were breathing so much fresh energy, so much brilliant light into the heart. So your awareness is at the eyebrow center, and you're listening to the mantra, but you're becoming aware of a brilliant light at the heart. So feel or see or both a brilliant light at the heart. And now see the mantra move from the eyebrow center down into the heart, into that brilliant light. And that brilliant light is made even stronger by the presence of the mantra. Brilliant light at the heart, the resonance of the mantra. And our awareness is fully absorbed in that. Going to make a mudra that's called the Lotus Mudra. For this, we touch our two pinky fingers together. We touch the outside of our two thumbs together. And then we spread all the fingers. Bring the heels of your hands together. And then the two thumbs rest at the heart. And so holding this Lotus Mudra at the heart. Thumbs touch, pinkies touch. Thumbs rest at the heart center. And as you continue to hear your mantra at the heart, allow this lotus flower that you are holding fill with brilliant white light. Feel the warmth in your hands, see the brilliant white light. Fill the Lotus Mudra. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And now we'll close the Lotus Mudra into prayer hands. And as you do, that brilliant white light flows into your chest. Allow the sound of the mantra to go. And take a few deep breaths. You can start to move a little bit. So maybe gently moving the head. You can take your hands apart, wiggle your fingers, wiggle your wrists. And then we'll cup the hands over the eyes and allow the eyes to open to the darkness of the hands. And take your hands away when you're ready. And just sit for a moment or two in your own silence. And I'm wishing everybody a beautiful night. Thank you so much for joining me. Hope you sleep well, and I will see you again soon. So thank you so much. Namaste.
Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure.
Very nice class. I didn't get your name at the beginning.
Oh,
Um,
I'm Tracy.
Tracy. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tracy.
Sure, no problem. Yeah, I'm
I'm,
usually here Friday mornings. I do the gentle yoga on Friday mornings and
oh, okay. I I didn't recognize you. I don't think I've ever done any of your classes, but I'm Deb.
oh, hi,
So thank
Deb.
you. Yeah, I'm kind of in the dark here. My only have one light on over here, but yeah, thank you very much. I really enjoyed the class. Thank you.
Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Yep.
All right.
Well,
Have a
I,
nice-
Tracy, this is Laura. Thank you very much.
oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Very
Have a
nice.
nice
Thank
night.
you.
Yep. Hi, Denise. How are you? Yeah, kind of the cool blue room there.
Yeah, I got subtle lighting, sort of.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
Thank you. Good night, everyone.
Yeah, good night, everybody.